So I'm gonna bypass my usual lighting setup and just do a quick review of this. Uh, this is pretty terrible, and I bought this a year ago for cover, 12.95, when these trades were going for like 80, 90, $100 on eBay because of rarity, because it's definitely not the content. Marvel announced earlier this year they're going to republish, excuse me, all of these comics, all these Amalgam comics, except for the George Perez JLA Avengers one, of course, in an omnibus, I believe, in August. And now these prices have come down. Just to be honest, these are pretty terrible comics. This was published in 1997, and I left comics in 1995. I couldn't stand Marvel, DC, and Image anymore. I hadn't found independence because Miami really wasn't good for in the independent scene, and I got back in 2001. This is just really bad. This is just so you know, if you don't know, this is the Amalgam universe. It's a fictional universe where DC and Marvel characters combine, and so you have the challenges of the Fantastic, which is the challenges in the Fantastic Four. This was written by Carl Kessel, drawn by Tom Grummett. It's okay, not terrible, but some of these are really terrible, and I have to wonder if some of these are bad as a meta joke or just bad because it's 1997 and people thought that they still wanted all this stuff. This is really just bad comics. And even this one, Iron Lantern, which is Green Lantern and Iron Man, this is written by Kurt Busiek and drawn by Paul Smith, so I thought it'd be pretty good. This was bad. What do I got here too? This is the Magneto X-Men kind of, Magneto and Metalman kind of thing. This is a Spider-Boy team-up. I don't know why people love this character so much. It's a Spider-Man and Superboy. It's not. This comic is not good either. Now, the one good story is this one, Thor and Orion, new Asgards. And I know they were trying to like say Asgardians, but Asgards just sounds pretty lame. But the story is written by Keith Giffen. The art is by young John Romita Jr. He's the right person to draw these kind of characters, and Keith Giffen actually does a nice story. This is a one and done, while the other ones were like set as part of this fake continuity. Decent story. Alan Moore got nothing to worry about here, but it's a good story, and I thought it had a good ending. And this is like the one bright spot. It reminds me of the DC volume that I read last year, where everything was really terrible except for the one Dave Gibbons story, because Dave Gibbons is too much of a pro to do a bad comic. So that's it. So if you're going to get these comics as part of the omnibus that's coming out later this year, because nostalgia makes you want to spend $100, $150, God bless you, spend the money on what you want, but these are really terrible. I mean, I read this and I just think, yep, this is why I left comics for all those years. Just really good. Not really good at being bad, let's just say. And that's it. I mean, I'm glad I paid $12.95 for this. Bye.